George Bernard Shaw's examination of Joan of Arc is heading back to the stage with an illustrious cast. Led by three-time Tony nominee Condola Rashad, St. Joan follows the story of a French country girl whose mysterious visions propel her to popularity and threaten the nation's rulers who get together to put her on trial for her life. We headed to the rehearsal room to talk to the cast about this epic piece.
When it first came my way, I always go for a challenge. That's what draws me in always. The first thing that got me sparked up about it, it's a book that's called Playing St. Joan, and it is literally a book of essays by all of the heavy-hitting actresses that are amazing that have played St. Joan and the challenge of doing it. I decided I was going to get the book and then I was going to read it the day after we close.
One of the great roles in classical theatre for a woman.
Yes.
I mean, let's not forget that. This is sort of Hamlet for younger actresses.
This is a good example of a play written a long time ago, which is actually very resonant to what's happening now.
It's a story about a woman who is not asking for permission to follow her heart and her instincts and her gut. And I think if there's anything we learned in the past year and a half with everything that's happening in our country, it's that we need to see more of that.
But I think that there's nothing more timeless about a story of a woman who is so connected to herself and her purpose and doesn't need or ask for permission from any man or any institution to have that.
Rashad is leading this company of men, and her co-stars are singing her praises.
We sat down and we began to read the play, and I have the first line in the play. And then she comes in about 2 or 3 minutes later. And I was like, oh, okay, we're going to play tennis with Serena.
First of all, she's about as prepared as one could ever be.
She shamed us.
Yes,
she shamed every man in the show.
Made us all blush with shame when she came, knowing basically all of her lines.
Yeah.
See, it's funny. I'm hearing all the things that my castmates have been saying. I found out that I was going to be doing this play, and it just so happens that the way that I work is in order for me to find anything, I just can't have the page in my hand. So I have to just get it all in my dome before I come in. I don't know.
She's sympathetic. She's gorgeous. She's a star.
Oh, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of.
If that doesn't get you to buy a ticket, I don't know what will.